this is Laurie at Sew Right. One of the questions we were asked by one of our customers was, how do you get a design onto your USB stick and then get it into your sewing machine? So I'm going to start from the very beginning. First thing you need to have is a desktop or a laptop. And I have a Mac. So here is my Mac. I'm going to open my Mac. So here's my desktop. I'm going to need to put my USB stick into the port. And because the Mac is unusual and that has these weird ports, you have to get a accessory like this so that you can put a standard USB stick into it. All right, so I'm simply going to do that right now. Any Apple Store or Amazon, you can get one of these ports. I'm going to put it into my Thunderbolt thing, okay? I'm going to wait, and eventually you're going to see that drive pop up. I'm hoping. Here it is. This represents my USB stick. It looks like a drive. But right here, that represents this. So I am going to now pop this open. This is not what's on my USB stick. This is the contents. So I'm going to drag it to the side of my desktop, so it's visible yet not in the way. Okay, now I'm going to get a design that I have hiding in my laptop onto my USB stick. And I have put them in this folder called Other. So don't be surprised when you see my screen get populated. Woo! Okay, so I'm going to pick a design. I'm going to pick this one because it's PES and I like PES and it's going to work. So what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to take my tracking pad. I'm going to hold one position here and one here to control it, and I'm going to drag it into my USB field. You'll see a plus sign emerge. That means I've got it in the right spot, and then I'm going to release. And it says I'm going to replace it. I'm just going to put that in there. Boom, it's in. Okay? And there it is. I do have software built into my computer, so I'm going to just test it and open it up to see that it's on my stick, okay? Not all of you have it, but I do, and here it is. Here's a patch. And there it is in full glory. And there we go. Okay, now let's drag it into a machine to see if that works, okay? I'm going to close out my drive. I'm going to hit eject only that drive, so I'm going to click on that. And what you're going to see is if I ejected it properly, it disappeared from the screen. It was there, now gone. Now I can safely take it out of my laptop. Okay, I'm going to shut my laptop, and we're going to now move over to a sewing machine. I am now going to put it in a machine. I'm using the Epic 2, the Hooks Around a Viking Epic 2, as my model for the day. She's my Vanna. I'm Vanna, she's my model. I'm going to stick it in one of the two ports here. It doesn't matter which one. There we go. All right, I am now going to find that design on the USB stick that I dragged in. So to get into embroidery, I'm going to hit Start New, which is the here. So I'm sure you want it clear. Yes, I want to clear the work I was doing because I want to show you from the very beginning. Okay, here we are. We have all these lovely built-in designs and a slide carousel with all of them, but today we're not working on them. Today we're working on a patch that I dragged in. So I'm going to go to the File Manager folder, and that lives in this little carousel down here. It's this icon here that looks like a file folder. So I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to touch that. So that pops up. There's some designs built in. I use the one here that is the icon for a USB stick, which is here. I had activated already, which is why you see this menu. My patch lives right here. So I am going to activate that with my finger. A prolonged hold.
Now we're going to thread the top of the machine.
And here we go. So it's ready to stitch out.
Any machine there is. I don't care what
So I'm going to set up my hoop. I'm going to choose my colors, and then I'm just ready to go. Any questions, you can call the store, ask for Marianne or Laurie or Steve at Sewrite, and our phone number is 718-468-5858, or you can email any of us by our first name at sewrite.com. Thank you.